Oh, here's the problem. You're listening for connections from the internet to come in. Well, they do. That's how this works, right? The bad guys keep finding a way to break through that. They keep finding a way to break through and be like, fake authentication or broke through the authentication mechanism or stole a password or something to that effect. And they keep getting in. This is something that has happened literally this week with Sonic Walls. Give me a 12 in chat if you knew there was a massive Sonic Wall vulnerability we've been talking about all over the internet this week like crazy. Oh, good. I see clients in there. I see vendors in there. I see some Endsight employees in there. Good deal. Hey, by the way, we know. Yeah, we know. It's all over Reddit. It's all over Slashdot. It's all over all the major things. Huntress and Blackpoint, Sonic Wall, Sophos, everybody knows about this. And effectively, what it allowed people to do was random people on the internet, attackers, obviously, were connecting to VPNs and were able to get into people's sites and do stuff. And by the virtue of the fact that you're on this call, you know that do stuff wasn't give you money and help you do your work, right? It's ransomware. It's data theft. It's the standard bad guy playbook right now. So the reason I'm mentioning this again for like the third time on this call, everybody, by the way, thank you, Will. That is exactly where that link comes from, is we have stopped liking this. The industry in general doesn't like VPN connections anymore by the nature of their design. So the fact that you are literally opening a hole and listening for someone to come in and trusting that your firewall is going to be able to accurately identify that person, it's just not safe anymore. VPNs are being replaced by zero trust network access. Everybody, for those of you that are here and don't know zero trust, it is a marketing term. And my marketing team's on this call, so they're wonderful and everybody loves marketing and they're great and they never make any mistakes. That being said, here's how zero trust network access works. It's the same. It's the analogy we like to use in the home analogy. This is the difference between an open door and you're trusting that only good people come in versus a guard at your gate. In zero trust, we take a connection from your network and it goes out to the cloud. So it's going out, not coming back in. There's no listening. We're not waiting for someone to come in. Your users, or maybe bad guys, connect up to the cloud and do all the authentication there in the cloud with real industry standard authentication tools and maybe multi-factor and logging all away from your network, not near anything. And if it is successful, it takes that original outbound connection and reverses it back down. There's no hole. It's not listening for anything. So if I was to scan your firewall like bad guys are doing all day, every day, there's nothing that's going to respond. There's no opening. All your connections are way out at your front gate. You don't have any open doors that anybody can see or know about, and the guard effectively escorts them in rather than just opening the door and flying them through. This is dramatically safer. And it's particularly salient this week because we have had, like I said, another massive vulnerability that Sonic Wall now claims was definitely patched previously, except for it just so happened to come up a bunch this week. And we know vendors always tell us the truth all the time. If they're right, it would be the fourth this month or this year. If they're not being truthful, it's the fifth this year, and they're not all Sonic Wall. So the reason I'm telling you this, right? If you are an Endsight client, you're probably going to have your account manager mention to you, hey, we really need to get you off this VPN and onto zero trust. That's my team's pushing that. We are terrified. We actually had an actual compromise we think could have been related to this, but it's very hard to tell because the attackers have access to the firewall. If you're not an Endsight client, I again recommend talking to your IT folks and saying, hey, how do we remote access things? Because VPNs, by their design, just aren't super safe, right? Endsight has a solution we like for this. It can be free from a product perspective. Don't think I'm promising you a free product because that's not how it works. But Julie, I see that. Don't worry, I won't miss you. So it's important to say, hey, how am I getting in? Where does it come through?